My mama call, see you on TV. Sunset shit done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hating, say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it. That was never friendly, yeah. Now I'm jumping out of Bentley, yeah. And I know I sound dramatic, yeah, but I know I had to have it, yeah. For the money, I'm a savage, yeah. I be itching like I had it, yeah. I'm surrounded 20 bad bitches, yeah. But they didn't know me last year, yeah. Everyone wanna act like they important, but all that mean nothing when I saw my door, yeah. Everyone counting on me, drop the ball, yeah. Everything custom like I'm at the bottom, yeah, yeah. If you fuck with winning, put your lighters to the sky. How could I make sense when I got millions on my mind? Coming with that bullshit, I just put it to the side. Bought a sense of baby, they could see it in my eyes. My mama call, see you on TV. Sunset shit done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hating, say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it.
I was patient, yeah. Oh, I was patient. Now I can scream that we made it. Now everywhere I go, they say congratulations. Young nigga graduation. I pick up the rock and I ball, baby. I'm looking for someone to call, baby. But right now I got a situation. Never old Ben Franklin. Big rings, champagne. My life is like a ball game, but instead I'm in a trap though. Pot so big, call it Super Bowl. Super Bowl, call the hoes, get in the rolls. Top flow lifestyle, Huncho and Post. Malone, I got a play on my phone. You know what I'm on. Huncho who did it is gone.
My mama call, see you on TV. Sunset shit done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hating, say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it.
When you do it to me, oh no, no, no. I be on my business, shawty, but you be on my mind, shawty. Let me pull over my honey, oh. Kiss me to the phone, yeah. Messing with my medulla, I can't talk alone, oh no, no. Emiliano, no. Emiliano. Show up.
and it could be on your right, male and female. If you're looking.
Expensive snack, we die with the shine. But I know, I'm all kind of only God every year. God every year. But they wanna see me for last day. Okay, today. Some of them will feel it. It's
Let me tell you, I want
whatever you guys want, you can ask and we put on the plates for you. So that's going to be outside in the hallway.
Jamaat Muslimin, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Et cela ne peut se faire sans une prière et l'accompagner de nos bénédictions pour tout ce qu'elle va entreprendre dans sa vie, dans sa carrière. Alors sans plus tarder, on va commencer à faire la prière pour notre fille, Mabinty. Et je demande à tout un chacun de s'y mettre, s'il vous plaît. Et quand on fait la prière, généralement, les femmes ont dit aux femmes de se couvrir la tête. Mais je sais que le moment n'est pas tellement propice. Alors, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Rahmanirrahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanatan wa fil akhirati hasanatan wa qina azabannar. Rabbana la tuzigh qulubana ba'da idh hadaytana wa hab lana min ladunka rahmatan innaka antal wahhab. Wa alikana jannatan wa dabul haliya aziz ya kafarun ya rabbal alamin. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun alal mursalin alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Merci bien pour votre attention et bonsoir.
Et le vice-président de ce chèque, c'est le parti, on dit merci beaucoup pour tous les gens qui ont été là ce soir. On ne veut pas que demain, à partir de 14h, matin aussi à le rendez-vous. Tous invités, la chose comme ça ne pas ici. Il est clair qu'on a les trois jours pour la vie. Donc on va lever le fond à la vie. Il est très très fort. Voilà. Moi je ne fais qu'entraîner les enfants maintenant. Parce que je vais prendre la Mecque. Je vais aller à la Mecque. Voilà. Donc, le service de Bordeaux. La grande combat.
everything out for you to try. Make it closer, put everything inside. This video?
Yeah.
Put everything inside here. You don't want video. Give me, make them pull me a video. Yeah, organize me meat and then one day.
Oh my God. That's wonderful.
Enjoy them properly.
Oh my God. Enjoy for your grill, man.
Yeah, man.
You did a nice grill here, man.
Yeah.
Everybody on the dance floor, Mabinty and he so, we're good. And we're here to 3 a.m.
Video, Facebook, Snap, TikTok. All right.
Jali, look here.
Jadi kat telefon ni boleh, itulah, dia smart,
Yes.
the beautiful eye.
Oh.
Wow.
So beautiful.
What is it, Binta? Binta? Who is that? Come on, Binta. Who is that? I'm not really boy. Binta, they see you go fight today. What's Binta? Okay, we're gonna fight today. I'm not gonna fight like that, man. I don't wanna fight today. Binta, I don't wanna fight today, man.
Okay, right here, right
Oh,
here. Look at me here.
Alright.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so much.
It's beautiful, baby.
Hi.
There you go. I started fighting with Binta when she got 5 years old. I'm still fighting with her. Yeah, I'm gonna say the secret. They all will be fight. Yeah. When you guys finish the picture, let me know. We gotta go to business. Go back to business. Go back to business.
I need your smile, please. Smile a little bit. Yes. Open your eyes.
Sheriff Muna, la patronne de DJ Mabinty. Boss lady. Muna, she.
Okay.
When you guys finish, let me know. Every time you come take a picture with me. So I can post that from 5 years old now. Look at she big girl. You know, remember. Always fight. These are you. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about nobody. It's you. You think I'm going to talk about somebody? It's you. From 5 years we've been
Binta,
fighting.
right here.
Thank you. Madam Jallo Bente. We're going to hang out with you above the place, man. Hang out.
Who said my name? Me.
So
You take a picture of all of us. I'm gonna go stand.
Yo,
wait, do I move? This is the cousin. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna wait.
You are a cousin. Go in there. All the cousins.
man, this picture is taking so long.
Okay, you ready?
This is the cousin.
Are you ready?
Get the picture, man.
The
What you about, love? Come on, take the picture. Yeah.
I'm gonna go after them. Okay.
Love, take the picture. Exactly. There you go. I'm gonna give you got 2 minutes now. Delega, take the picture. Tabri photo. Delega. Chayebi.
Okay, ready?
$295, $299. Let's do it, please!
So I just want to first say thank you for everyone who stood up for me. Thank you guys for coming and celebrating me for my graduation. I'm very grateful. I'm very happy that I did it. I did not like high school, but you know, finished it. I'm very grateful to all my aunts who helped cook, everybody who helped set up everything on my plate set up for me. My cousin, everyone, I love everybody. But the biggest thank you to my mother, of course. I love her. My mother is such a hard worker. She put all of this together by herself, funded everything herself. The hardest working person I know, the strongest woman I know. And while it's quiet, I also want to have a moment of silence for all the people who have passed away, all her family members who have passed, especially recently, her sisters, her aunts, even my biological dad, everybody who's passed and my mom has lost them. She still worked hard and been strong through everything. I don't tell her that much, you know, I don't tell her that much, but I love you very much. I'm very grateful for you, and you're very much my only inspiration, honestly. And I'm gonna work very hard, so I'm going to college. I want to be successful. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you, everyone.
Come on. Come over here. We're going to fight. We started fighting when Timo's got 5 years old. So we're not fighting today. Not today. Okay.
Hi. Hey girl. Hi. I don't like talking in front of people, but okay. I guess I'll do it. Yeah.
What do you want to tell about your sister?
Alright, so my sister's 17. I'm 20.
I turned 18 this month, so this is kind of like
Okay, big 18, alright, big 18 for a couple days. Okay. Are you guys listening? Okay. Alright, so me and my sister are very close, but not very close at the same time. We're very like, I love her, I don't tell her that enough. I'm very glad that she graduated high school. She's going to college, obviously. She's going to college. I wish her nothing but happiness, abundance, more money, more health, more wealth. Amen. I'm very glad. I don't really show my emotions like that, but I'm just really happy that she entered a new chapter in her life. And, you know, she's getting older and I'm getting older. She's getting older. Okay. I feel very old talking about this right now, but I'm really happy. It's been a long time coming, and I want to say that I'm very proud of you. And like, you're really a bundle of joy. When you walk into a room, you light up the room. She stays happy, she stays positive, and I'm really happy that, you know, she's, you know, venturing into a new journey, and she's gonna like be the best person she can be, and she is the best person she can be, and everything would not be possible without my mother. So thank you to my mother as well for putting everything together. You know, we working all day, all night for everybody, for her as well. She is the baby, so she's the one that can get away with anything. So yeah, I'm really grateful for my family, and I hope. Well, I'm really happy that you guys are here as well. Close family, close friends, very intimate. And I wish nothing but the best for her, and I hope she's gonna like grow on to be a beautiful person. She's already a beautiful person. I'm very obsessed with her. She doesn't know that. But yeah, I'm very obsessed with her, and I'm very obsessed with the person she's gonna become. And I hope that, you know, she's gonna make me proud, be better than me, obviously. So yeah, happy graduation.
you have to actually give us if I give us okay. Okay.
All I have to say is thank you, everybody, please.
Thank you.
Don't grab, baby. It's a day. Look at them, they know.
Standing here today, my heart is overflowing with gratitude and joy. Today is a day that we have long anticipated, milestone marking, a culmination of years of hard work, growth, and dreams realized. My daughter high school graduation is not just a celebration of accomplishment, but also a testament to the steadfast support, love, encouragement from all of you guys gathered here. I feel truly blessed to have each of you in our lives. I want to take this moment to express my most heartfelt thanks. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Alto.
All right, so we're gonna.
Hi everyone.
Hey, man. Hi, girl.
I just want to start off by saying I'm so happy I can be here and be here for Binty's graduation. Y'all know I love her so much. She's like my sister. And yeah, so I wrote something for her guys.
Oh.
I want to start. No, I'm not gonna cry with it. I want to start off by saying that I love you more than words can express, and I'm endlessly proud of the woman you are. You're truly the most resilient, kind-hearted, patient, intelligent, and loving person I know. It honestly blows my mind that we've only been friends for a year and some change, because at this point it feels like I've known you for my entire life. You became family. Even in your lowest moments, you never gave up on yourself. You kept showing up not just for you, but for the people you love, especially for me. Through my darkest days, when I felt like I had no one, you were there. You didn't just tolerate my flaws, you embraced them. You made me feel seen, heard, and loved when I couldn't even recognize myself. I don't know how I could ever thank God enough for placing someone like you in my life. You've been there for me through every high and low, every breakdown and breakthrough. You celebrated me at my best. You stood by me at my worst. Your loyalty, your strength, your gentle heart, those are rare gifts, and I will never take them for granted. I've watched you carry so much with such quiet strength and grace, and I hope you know how deeply admired you are, not just by me, but by everyone who's lucky enough to know you. This moment is a result of your quiet perseverance and your ability to never give up on yourself, even when it would have been easier to. Thank you for being the light in my life when everything felt dark. Thank you for being you. I love you endlessly, and I'm grateful for the bond we share, and I'm so excited for many more years, so many more years of laughter, healing, and growing together. I love you!
Alright, so we got a couple of people here that if you want to know.
I'm Binty's cousin, basically like her sister. I don't have much to say, but me and Mabinty are so close. And like she texts me 3 in the morning about absolutely nothing. She calls my phone every day about nothing. She just texts me for no reason. She tells me everything. And I'm so proud of Mabinty at her graduation. I'm so proud of her. I can't believe she did it, because I know like she didn't have much motivation for school. I'm surprised she actually. Her butt about getting everything correct and right, and for her prom and everything. And I love you very much, and I'm so proud of you. That's all I'm saying.
Hi guys. So me and Binty really recently just started, getting back close and stuff like that. This is my girl. I'm speaking. This is my girl. Like, she's like one of the funniest people I know. Like, every situation she has a joke. Like, every time, all she does is a joke. She don't take nothing serious. Like, I'm not really much of a speaker, but like, this is really my girl. I love you. I'm so proud of you. I'm too bigger and better. Motivation for college.
Yeah, I'm the big cousin. Yeah. Even though Mabinty and like not that far from age, but like just watching her grow up is so crazy. Like, watching her like be obsessed with baby lives and wearing girl dolls and gymnastics, like it just yes, like remember when she just used to do like backflips and stuff? Like, yeah. Just like seeing her like go from that to like a beautiful grown woman, like it's just, and then graduating school too, like I'm so proud of you, like yeah, because let me tell y'all, high school is yeah.
So like, I'm so glad you made it. Like, I'm so proud of you. I love you so much, and you know, I hope for your success and bigger, better things in the future. So yeah.
Alright, so thank you everyone. I want to say thank you to each and every person that is here today to celebrate Mabinty. But now we're going to dance. And like I mentioned, we are here till 3 in the morning. Alright, is everyone ready?
Everybody, please, like, the music is here, like, the Lord is here. Everybody sit down, don't just watch me in a circle. Please dance too, or something. Please,
Please, let's get up and dance. We are here to celebrate, not just sit down. Everyone, I want to see all the uncles and the aunties on the dance floor. Are we ready?
take no my life. We got it up, we don't care. We take it anytime, anywhere. And I'm square, so I don't feel. And as a woman, I will be down. You want to tell me what I want. You want to tell me that you feel my way. You feel the way you feel. Oh, my eyes, tell me what you want. Put me arms right around you. Can't give me the practice. Want me ever get in my life.
And if you get something home at your back, home at your knees, baby, shake it to the max. Ready to please, 10, I'll be pleased to the max. Please just rewind, let me shake it to the max. 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 Please just rewind, let me shake it to the max.
Bad man, chill out. Bad man, chill out. Yeah, bad man, chill out. Bad man, chill out. Bad man, chill out. Yeah, bad man, chill out. Bad man, chill out.
I swore I was anointed.